Well, I'm here with Andy, and we're about to do some exploring on Chino Hills State Park. I have no idea what we're going to find. That's part of the fun.
Let's do this. Very nice.
Beautiful lookout.
This is cool.
So far this ride has been really nice, all paved, and at some point I think we're going to get onto some dirt.
I can't wait.
It's like a new riding location though. It's really nice. We're here about 8:30 in the morning, I think, right now. It's going to be in the hundreds, I think, later, so we want to get this done early.
Do you see that?
Go for it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Famous last words. Yeah. It's surprisingly steep, huh?
I didn't see the rock. It stepped on it.
Ooh.
This is not rough terrain like last time, but it's challenging. Can they mark? Whoa. Whoa.
Really?
What happened? You back?
I have no idea. Oh,
It just cuts off on you?
great.
What's going on? Didn't sound right.
I think my ACM just died. Got the violent back and forth shakes that people have been talking about a little bit. We just went up this insane hill that you can see behind us.
That was something else.
Andy's monster tilt back, I think from overheating maybe.
I think so.
And I'm hoping mine didn't die, but I don't know.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
See if we could.
My ACM has died. My luck has finally ran out with the Gotway gods.
My condolences.
I think one of the MOSFETs maybe froze.
Get the heck out of me.
I think one of my MOSFETs burned out. I'm guessing just because I can't turn the wheel off, but the wheel has high resistance, so that's symptoms of a short, which really sucks because since I can't turn it off. The wheel has high friction, so the trolley handle is not effective. So I'm gonna have to carry this thing. Maybe a mile, we're thinking, until we get some pavement that we can drive in and rescue.
Look at the hill. We were really pushing it.
Yeah, look at that hill. How I mean, that was pretty some amazing climbing, but still wish the wheel hadn't burned out. Oh, Andy has volunteered to carry my wheel because we still got to make about maybe a mile, I don't know, something like that to a paved section of the trail.
Thank God mine didn't die.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to open up the wheel and see what broke inside, whether it's melted wires or MOSFET, something on the control board. It really sucks that you can't turn the wheel off.
Marty, walking. All right.
That was a long walk, but thank God Andy volunteered to carry my ACM. That would have just been murder. So I'm going to ride the monster on this nice paved path about 4 miles back to my truck and drive it back in here and
Rescue me.
yeah.
And ACM.
Yes.
Look, Marty's here. Yay. Here comes our rescue team.
What a day.
What a day.
Okay, well, it's been a couple hours. Wheel's still on. And gotta open it up. At least nothing else, disconnect the batteries, I guess, to turn this thing off. It's whatever failed inside. It's really frustrating that the wheel does not want to turn, and it's my understanding is that means one of the motor wires are shorted together. I'm kind of hoping that it's cabling so then I can fix it myself. Otherwise I'm going to have to buy a new control board. So let's open this up. Last time I installed these pedals, I used thread locker. Looks like it's doing its job. So this is interesting. I was trying to take these screws out using my magnet, and they're not made from steel. Is it possible these are like aluminum screws? Or brass? Can't believe brass. Well, that probably explains why they snap so easily. It's hard to believe. Okay, the moment of truth. I smell burning. The wires appear to be glued to the case. That could be my previous, when I put silicone. Yeah, I think it's from my, I'm going to silicone these together. Okay, it's a MOSFET. Okay, we can see it's cracked. There's some burn marks on this cable. I think just from when that blew. The other ones up here look fine, but oh well. Looks like a new control board. I guess that's the last time I tackle a huge hill like that for any duration. Otherwise, these cables look like they held fine. Okay. Until next time. See you guys later. Okay, I'm back here. I just wanted to show you something else I'm discovering. So one thing is they put all this, well, don't know what material is, some kind of silicone to all these connectors. Royal pain to remove it. You know, they provide these other cables which can be, you know, disconnected, but this stuff, it's horrible. You got to take a razor blade and really work at it to try and take these off. So that's not so great. But here, now this is kind of messy looking, but that's because of some of the silicone that I put on earlier. But so these are the three cables, power cables to the motor, and these two look like they've melted together. I'm going to work on taking them apart to see if they actually did, if there's a short in here. But this is just like one solid piece of plastic right now. So I think some serious heat was going on here. So I'm curious whether, if this is where the short occurred, then that's probably what blew the MOSFET, not the other way around. And I'm beginning to think this is where the real problem is. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm still working on getting these apart, but these two connectors have definitely melted together. Still don't know whether whether the metal joined. So again, but it's not a good sign that these would be melting. My ACM, by the way, clearly had none of that protective heat shielding on any of my cables. Okay, well, a bit more diagnostic information here. I just decided to cut these the 3 cables from the control board, and I still can't get this apart, but everything's been disconnected and the wheel is still not rotating, which tells me that I believe these 2 are wired together. Not a good sign, so I'm going to actually cut the wire on this side now. Well, the tire is still not rotating very freely, so I'm not sure what's going on, but do a continuity check here to see if they're connected. All right, well, it wasn't shorted together. With my meter, I was able to confirm that there's no continuity between the 2 wires. So that's good, I guess. But boy, these connectors are fused together though. I cannot get them apart. So these wires really do get warm. All right, well, new control board it is. Well, I'm back, guys. This mystery just never ends. So these wires, the connectors are totally disengaged, but the wheel still does not turn freely. So I think actually there's just got to be a short, and sure enough, the continuity, all 3 of these cables right now are joined together. Easily tested with my volt ohm meter, and then sure enough, look down here, these 2 are joined together, and then here there's a break. You can see the cable, and then you can see here there's something going on here. These are melted together. So it's frustrating. I mean, we got look at the difference between this is not news to anyone, but look at the thickness. At least the insulation is much thicker in these wires than the wires coming from the motor, and apparently the gauge is different, and they're melted together over here. So it comes down to, I think that is what caused the problem, that they shorted here, and that's what blew the control board. Okay, I just pried these 2 off, and sure enough, they're just this thin insulation. They're melted together. It was right here. As soon as I pulled this together, the wheel turns freely. What a mess! Total mess. So when I get my new control board back, I'm going to try and separate these wires as best I can. And I'm just going to solder everything together. But key is you got to keep these wires apart, because they're just going to melt together. I don't care what kind of quality connectors we're going to be using on these Gotway wheels, but these wires have to be really beefed up, and they have to be totally protected. You know, and what's going on when they're all joined together, you know, further down the cable. Or don't ride steep hills for very long. All right, that's my final goodbye. Talk to you guys later.